Some people have it, many have it in the background continuously, and it may come out in other forms. It can express itself as anger. If you look at anger closely, you usually find hidden underneath the anger is a state of fear. So the important question that arises is, are there any thought processes connected with the fear? In other words, what are the thoughts that your mind is producing while you're feeling the fear? Excessively trying to control something that you have no control over. What's going to happen to me? Or creating an imaginary scenario of loss. And many things that the thought activity, excessive thought activity, often creates scenarios of things going wrong that are not happening now, may never happen, often probably will never happen. And even if they did happen, the actual situation would actually be easier to face than the imaginary situation in your mind, because there's nothing you can do, there's no action you can take to remedy an imaginary situation except to stop thinking it. But if an actual situation arises, you face it and you give it your attention, and then you take the action that you need to take. So you need to see whether your mind is creating the fear by thinking fearful thoughts, by projecting itself into the future. And if that is the case, then you can see, oh, so I'm creating those because my body cannot tell the difference between an actual event that's happening outside and what my mind is producing. So when I'm thinking my life situation is critical, then your body believes that this is the actual truth, that you are being threatened at this very moment. Nothing is happening, absolutely nothing. Nothing. It's all happening in the mind. Then you need to tackle the thoughts, because they will cause the fear. And how do you tackle thoughts? It's by realizing the futility and the destructive nature of these thoughts and choosing to step out. And what do you do to step out? Put your attention into the inner energy field of the body. A conscious choice to remove attention from thinking. And you may have to be really alert to do it. If you're immersed in a mind stream, it could even be powerful that you just cannot get out. It has such gravitational pull. It pulls you. There's a state where you cannot help yourself yet, but at least there is the beginning of a disidentification from it, when you know that this is what is happening. So there's a part of you that knows this is not totally real. This is the fear is being produced by my mind. Or in those early stages, you may not yet be able to step out of it. It may be so strong that you're still totally in the grip of it, but at least you know that you're in the grip of it. The worst thing is to be in the grip of it and not even knowing it, because you're so identified with it. It is absolutely real to you. So even to know that this is happening is already a step forward. And then perhaps after a while the energy exhausts itself a little bit of this, and then you can begin to, okay, you will step out of thought, and you take a conscious breath, and another, and another. And then begin to feel the inner energy field of the body. Whoa. It's like this huge burden is suddenly dropped away. And then you look around. This is a form of awakening out of complete identification with thinking. It really is an awakening, and you can observe it in yourself. It's like a nightmare. Maybe everybody has experienced awakening from a nightmare and feeling such relief that you are in bed and it's safe. You go. And the same thing when you step out of fearful thought and become present. Nothing has changed outside. It's the same room. You have a totally different reality in the same place. A totally different world in the same place as you shift from one frequency to a different frequency.